So today we continue our series on FIPS. You need to efficiently apply to master's and PhD programs in US universities. In the first day, we explain knowing what is possible and finding what is possible in your field before you even begin to contemplate to apply. The second day, we mentioned that before you apply, you must get or find two or more faculty members who are within your field of interest. And you need to be sure that the university you want to apply to have a fully funded option for the particular program you are interested in. Today, we'll be discussing how to create something like this. What you're seeing here, I just call it a purposeful graduate school guide for a serious master's or PhD applicant. So here you create for yourself an Excel file. This is an Excel file, and all the universities you want to apply to, you list them somewhere here. And before you begin to apply, you want to list the course you'll be applying for. Say you are in physics. Now, not all universities will be calling it physics. Some will be calling it applied physics. Some will be calling it a particular branch of physics. For example, Clemson University has both physics and photonics for those who are specifically interested in photonics. Then you would have a column where you list two professors you wish to work with within that university. If you looked at the video of day one, you would have known how to find this. Then, of course, you would need to list a specific interest in that university. You may not be applying to the same interest in all the universities. And you would also need to mention the publication of interest you saw that makes you think that that particular professor, that particular faculty member is within your area of interest. Of course, you're going to get their email, the email of the professors, and going to send them cold mail. You tick if you have sent them a cold mail, and the response to their cold mail, and of course, the application requirement. And somewhere here you will list your decision. Now, this template I will share below via a link where you can pick it up and get to use for yourself. But how do you get to fill the different parts? Because before you begin to apply, you would need a template like this. You need to have filled out this kind of board for the different universities you have in mind. So let's go out there and see how to begin to fill each path of these universities. So I go to Google. Google is your best bet if you're going to search and apply for graduate school positions in US universities. So I am here and I would say US universities, US universities. I already have shared this path with you. US universities with PhD in physics, and you want to be very interested by mentioning the particular part of physics you are interested in. So I want to say nanophotonics, or I want to say condensed matter physics, condensed matter physics. It may have different nomenclature, but just leave it at that for now. So you type in US universities with PhD in physics. If you're looking for MSc, you write MS in physics, and in brackets, you must put the particular field of interest you are looking out for so that the search criteria will become very specific. It's not going to search all the US universities with PhD in physics. It would customize it to colleges that have research area in condensed matter physics. Don't forget that it may be having different nomenclature. Yes, in your country, it may have the name of condensed matter physics. It may have a different name in the US. So you want to lighten that up. You want to use your specific branch. If condensed matter physics does not come up, you could use ATM or atomic and molecular physics. You could use geophysics, or if you're in economics, you could use microeconomics, macroeconomics, um, development economics, and all those different specific areas of interest. Now, you want to only look at universities, not some mails, not some websites here are just websites. They are not the websites of a university. So this, for example, is the University of Alabama, and it is a web page of a university. So I would want to click that, and that would open up. When it opens up this way, there are some pieces of information you want to be interested in. One, you want to find faculty members that are within your interest. So you want to read through these faculty members specifically to be sure that one or more of them are within your specific interest. So I'm going to look at this person is into Rama and photoluminescence spectroscopy of 1D materials, and all of that and all of that. If it's within your interest, you need to click this person further, because the link, his name is linked to a further path. When you get here, you want to read up this person a little bit further, and you want to get his mail. I've mentioned to you already that almost every professor and faculty member in the US university um, would have a website where you get to see what work they are doing in their lab specifically. So you want to click on the website to get to see more about this person. Okay, his website is not up, but here you have his mail. So I'll copy his mail, copy his name, and I'll take to that. This is that page, and I want to put his email somewhere there that way, and I want to go back and search for his interest. I would fill out his interest in the respective uh, different columns I have created on that um, MX Excel file. So I will do this until all of these universities are filled up. Another way to do this is to perhaps copy the name of the university and take it to Google, and instead of searching for US universities with that, you search this way. Um, Princeton University PhD program, if you're interested in PhD, and you just hit on enter, and it will be very specific, and it will take you directly to Princeton. And at Princeton, you can just click, and it opens up. You begin to strip out the information you need. Remember that once you get here, there are a number of pieces of information you need. You need the admission requirement. You want to also know what do they need. For example, once you get here, these guys say that you need a personal statement, you need an academic statement of purpose, you need a CV, you need letter of recommendation, you need transcript, you need a GRE, you need a writing sample, and all of those information. You want to also check if these guys have funding for PhD students. That is where you would check that. And you want to look at standard requirement and specific requirement. So I click on that to see standard requirement, and you can read all of that and all of that and all of that program requirement and all of those pieces of information. Don't forget that as you go through the information, you want to take them back to fill out what you have in your Excel file. The goal is to be able to list out all that is required for each university of interest. This takes you to the general field. You may want to search it down that you're looking for something in natural sciences and you're interested in PhD, and that would filter out properly for you. This is not a direct search anyway. They have PhD in biophysics, they have PhD in core physics, they have PhD in plasma physics. So that is why I said you can search this one after the other. Quantum science engineering is also a part of physics. So this university does not just have a bundled program called physics. They have a PhD in biophysics, they have a PhD in core physics, they have a PhD in plasma physics, and all of that. So say I'm interested in physics, I would open this up and read, and here I would find the application deadline, very important, and I would find the duration of the program is 5 years. They do not require GRE, so I'll go there and begin to tick, and these are the courses they offer as PhD students. And of course, I will not leave this page without getting to the Department of Physics itself, where I would see some more detailed information. If I wanted to talk to the graduate school director, here is where I would pick that information. So I need these pieces of information to fill out this Excel file. So for Princeton now, I would want to decide, oh, I'm here, I'll be applying for biophysics. And will I be working with? I'll be working with Professor Smith and Lau. And what particular area will I be applying for here? I will be applying to molecular biophysics, and what is the interest. I would go back and look at one or more publications of Professor Smith or Lau, where I would copy and put there, and I would again put out their email, and I would check if I'm sending them a cold mail, and if they have a cold mail response for me, I would put the response there. And I would also think if I'm applying for MSc or PhD here, do they need an SOP? I would take. Do they need an SOR or LOR? Do they need a permanent personal statement? Do they need a GRR? Do they need a TOEFL CV? So I just tick each of them, and I will do that for all 20 universities. Now, until I have done this, I would not be applying to any of these universities. These are tips and techniques you use to win fully funded PhD or master's positions in US universities. Don't forget to look out for day three, where we'll be sharing how to reach out to these professors and how to get good response out of them so that you can fill out this Excel file and get ready to begin to apply. See you tomorrow.